Hey there folks, welcome to the Auto Universe. Now folks, if you have seen those videos or footage of the 2019 Kia Rio versus the Hyundai Accent crashing against the wall, both of those cars look terrible after the crash. But that isn't going to be enough to determine which one is better. Which is why we are going to give you the analysis of those crash tests. But before we jump into the analysis, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Now, let's just get right into the analysis, folks. Folks, the cars market is basically almost dead now, and everybody seems to go for a crossover or an SUV. But here we are anyway, analyzing the crash test of these small cars. Although that these type of cars is not as popular as it was before, but it still has a function, a quite significant one in the automotive world, which is being just a car. Like what it used to be, a car was just meant to transporting you from point A to point B. It's just simple for people that just want simple transportations and not necessarily need the practicality or high commanding ride of the SUV. But in order to transport you from point A to B, it has to go through the road, which is why a crash test analysis is also an important thing to concern about if you are considering in buying these cars. As usual, we also use the same crash test report from the IIHS organizations, starting from the top. Now folks, if you see in the crashworthiness here, both of these cars basically earns the same score, with an overall good score and just one acceptable score. Moving on to the crash avoidance and mitigations, this is where things get different. The Hyundai Accent earns an acceptable score on the headlight sections, while the Kia Rio earns a good score in the headlight sections. So the conclusion is both of these cars performs quite well in terms of crashworthiness, with an overall good score. The only difference is in the crash avoidance and mitigations at the headlight sections. The Kia Rio easily wins this section with a good score, while the Hyundai Accent have to lose with an acceptable score. Those difference is quite enough to really differ these two cars' capabilities in terms of crash test. In other words, the Kia Rio performs better. So there you have it folks, the 2019 Kia Rio versus the Hyundai Accent. If you have requests on any car that you want to see the comparison of, let me know by leaving a comment down below. See you folks!